What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Easy.
I'm Jack.
And we're AllTimeNation. And today we are talking about the top 10 best anime senseis out there in the game. Basically, this is a counterpart to the other video we just made with the worst one.
Senseis, yeah.
So, and we also left off 2 horrible senseis.
Mike Guy.
And Toby Rama. Trash, bro.
Yeah.
One hyper focus on Lee and told everybody else figure it out, and the other
made Gonzo and Hiruzo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just terrible. But with all that being said, these are going to be the best anime senseis out there. You can comment down below who's your best anime sensei, because we're more than likely going to leave something off. So it's inevitable. It is what it is. But you want to start us off?
All right. I got Jiraiya up first.
Absolutely.
The GOAT sensei of Naruto.
Loki, yeah.
Yeah. Taught Naruto, the fourth Minato. He got Conan, Pain, and Nagato, and I cannot think of his name right now. The arbitrary one that turned into Pain. Yahiko. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yahiko. And you know, if it wasn't for Todoroma's students, they still would have been good people. So, you know, Jiraiya actually did his thing, taught to the best of his abilities. He made 3 dope ninjas.
Yeah.
Probably 3 of the strongest ninjas in history in their respective times.
That's
Because Naruto was the strongest, Minato was the strongest, and Nagato was definitely one of the strongest.
At one point, yeah.
Yeah.
And Katsuki wasn't even a bad group. It just
at first it wasn't about you.
It was just, inevitable what happened.
Yep.
So my first one is Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho. First of all, she may be a bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. She may be like really ruthless with this. That's just in her nature, unfortunately. But with that being said, she's actually a very helpful teacher. She was hands-on. Yusuke wanted hands-on the box and everything, so she just gave it to him what it was. And she boxed him and taught him everything she knows. She actually cared for the boy. She really did.
Yeah.
She was just like, you're like the annoying nephew that I never wanted, and took him under the wing and basically, had a great relationship with him. Even though he called her like an old bitch like half the time, but yeah, pretty much.
He actually did care for her.
Yeah, and she legit cared like for him. So it was a great duo. Good teacher. Great teacher.
All right. Next I got Rayleigh, Silver King Rayleigh from One Piece. Definitely taught Luffy how to do all 3 forms of hockey.
Yep.
He saved them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he was cold the whole time. It's Rayleigh. He ain't really doing much. He's an old, chill old man. He comes through when he needs to. And I think he also saved Boa.
I think.
Yeah, he did save Boa.
Yeah.
So, Rayleigh's like that. The right hand of the Pirate King. Crazy. I mean, I understand why he didn't tell Luffy. But,
I swear, the ignorance in this show is so annoying, bro. So many people are connected to that crew. And they could have been known at this point.
Oh, yeah, they could have been known. But they wanted to figure it out themselves.
Yeah, integrity. Great. Thanks. Alright, my next one is Roshi from Dragon Ball. Come on, yeah, we already know.
Turtle Herman himself.
Exactly. Taught him the Kami way, basically. Taught Krillin, Goku, basically all of them for the most part.
He taught Tien and Chaozu some.
Yeah, and a little, not Tien, but
I mean, he taught him a little bit.
A little something. But other than that, he did teach him the fundamentals, the beginning. He was there all the way up to like teenage stage. And he helped him with the grief of Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah.
So
he even helped down the tournament of power.
Oh yeah, he did tell him right before he about to get smoked. He said, follow your way, eat well, sleep well, fight well, or train well. This is my final Kamehameha. And he gave him the most iconic move.
Yeah. All right. My next one is also Dragon Ball Z. King Kai. He taught him Goku his second most iconic move, the Spirit Bomb.
Yep.
Taught him Kaioken.
Yep.
Taught him how to deal with 10 times gravity, like on his home planet. He even had to deal with Goku's nonsense half the time, bringing a blowing up cell to his planet, killing him, blowing up his planet, having to deal with Beerus on his planet.
Even in the movies, he had to deal with Goku's nonsense during Bojack.
And pretty much he was the translator the whole time.
The
telephone. He was the telephone.
He was annoyed.
Oh yeah, I feel so bad for King Kai.
He loved the boy, but he was annoyed with Goku. First of all, during the Bojack, he's like, "Yo, you can't go down there. I don't care. I'm gonna deal with my son, bro. Do you know how many rules, just bro?"
Yeah.
He's a stronger man than me. I couldn't deal with Goku.
He's lucky he could beat him. He could have.
And he lets him go up there whenever he feels.
Yeah.
Whenever he feels.
They even thought even we sitting on Beers were like, a human trained on a Kai's planet? The heck is going on here? So,
That's oh my god. So, my next one is Benimaru. Now this one is kind of a reach because all he really did was say, come at me, bro. And then box every last one, like Shinra and Arthur the whole time.
Yeah.
But he did teach him some things, so without Benimaru, he would not teach him how to get way faster.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't teach Arthur how to be even more cold, even though he did wax both of them for like 2 days straight. But like, and then he showed him like, I still could get down as one of the best captains out here, buddy.
The best captain.
Well, he is the best captain.
Yeah, he like that.
Yeah, the Red Moon, that's still one of the best moves I've seen out there.
The best on the sound effects. Good lord.
1000%.
My bass almost blew up. That
ass, bro. On the sound bar is crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, my next one is Urokodaki from Demon Slayer. Tanjiro and Giyu's sensei taught him how to do water breathing. Bro, I mean, even though some of his students died, it wasn't really his fault. He trained them to the best of their abilities. They just got caught by the demon. They got caught lacking. Yeah, Giyu also got caught lacking, but he got saved.
Yeah,
but he watched over Nezuko. He kept Nezuko hidden really well,
and he put a little spell on her so she can. Yeah, he did help out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Without him, this story would not be where it's at today.
This story would have been a lot shorter than it is today.
Arguably, for
My next one is Kimchi Ukai. I can't fucking say his name. The Kurokuno. Jesus Christ! I couldn't get it together. Jeez. Kurosuno volleyball team in Haikyuu. I could not get that together. Jesus. But yes, the coach from Yu Hawk. Not Yu Hawk. Jesus, I can't get it together. The volleyball coach from Haikyuu. There we go. Jesus Christ. But yes, him. He basically is actually one of the best coaches you've seen in sports anime. Just because outside of can I add one more in here? Okay, so outside of him and the boxing coach from Hajime no Ippo, both of them actually committed to their actual the athletes that were basically training all the way through. The volleyball coach, he basically had to work around shorten his schedule, like work schedule for his own small business, just to help out those kids, even though he really didn't want to at first. But he said, nah. It touched me in my heart a little bit, you feel me? And then the coach for Hajime no Ippo, he really did care for his boxers.
Yeah, he did.
He legit was like a solid ass old man, and he legit was like, you apply what you learn in my gym. Boy, I'm trying to make you a better man while being a better boxer at the same time. So both of them are definitely one of the best teachers out there.
All right, cool. And my last one was Igneel from Fairy Tail. Ooh, I was about to say Demon Slayer again. From Fairy Tail.
So it's contagious.
Lord. But Igneel, I could say all the dragons for all the Dragon Slayers that came over, but Igneel, for real, he taught Natsu how to do all his fire dragon moves. Pretty much raised him as a kid, gave him some good memories and everything, and even saved him. Well, all the dragons saved them from becoming dragons in the future. So that's a W status. And he did help with being Agnologia in the future because he tore off his arm.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though he lost.
I would say even though he
he did some work and pretty much crippled Agnologia from there going forward.
They hold Agnologia. I'm not even gonna go down their path.
Yeah.
Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get mad at myself again. All right, and the last one for me is Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom. Yeah. Obviously this one's like honestly the obvious pick outside of like Roshi, but even though he was teaching his students how to smoke him, crazy, assessment to the whole show. Yeah. But he also did teach them how to be better students in general and have some type of empathy towards them. Because even when they got him, they were all kind of like, just like, damn, this is
all kind of. They were bawling.
I know. I'm saying they were all like they learned something.
Really want to do this?
Yeah, they really didn't want to smoke him, but at the end of the day, that was a whole deal and they didn't want to do it, but he taught them how to be better people. Ironically, the whole premise was them just trying to smoke him again. Crazy work.
But they also made sure they graduated too, so.
That is true. That is true.
Got the grades up, say, oh no, you graduated. Then you gonna murk me. So, you know.
That's a crazy concept. Yeah. I'm gonna teach you to learn, but you also gotta take me out. That is crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. That is some crazy shit. But if you enjoyed today's video, please do like, comment, subscribe, and to comment down below who is the best sensei out there in anime. I feel like we cover all bases on this one.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I think so. We probably missed a few. Or if I can argue the whole my guy thing. Whatever. Even though Rock Lee's gold, you got 3 students, not just 1.
Yeah.
You're terrible. But it's your boy Easy.
I'm Jay.
Till next time.
See ya.